right, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites that come week in and week out to parasitize the soon demise and downfall of America, Babylon. Okay, but first and foremost, I want to say, call Hawaii La
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Ashir HaKakodash.
Double honor being to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well, and the sincere shalom to Akim out there that's pushing his word through spirit and through the power and through the name of Yahweh Shemal Shai. Okay, so Yahweh Shemal Shai blesses it once again on this nice day to further push his gospel. Okay.
This is Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs 1 verse 20. Wisdom cry without.
Right, wisdom cry without. All right, and what's that wisdom? Okay, this truth. All right, the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shemal Shai. And this wisdom is being cried out on, right here in the highways and byways. All right, starting off with the apostles and the elders and on down.
Wisdom cry without. She uttered her voice in the streets.
Right, in the streets. All right. Her voice right now is being heard in the streets. All right, not in a vain ass building. All right, not somewhere in a fucked up mosque. Not in a damn Catholic church. All right, out here in the public, man. All right, amongst the nations.
She cried in the chief place of concourse.
Right, the chief place of concourse. All right, meaning basically the opening of the gates. Okay, out here in the main streets. Okay, out here because right now we're in Main Street right now. All right, out here where people can see us. Okay.
Quick precept. This is an oldie. Acts 7 and 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples.
Right, the Most High Yahweh Shemal Shai, His Spirit does not dwell in those temples. Okay.
Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Right, made with hands. Okay, because these buildings we see today are made by what? By hands. People make these buildings, these so-called churches. Okay, but actually the real churches out here in the highways and byways, man. All right.
As saith the prophet.
As said the prophet. All right, and that's plain right there, man. Okay, and that proves that these churches and these Catholic, all these denominations are fucking bullshit, man. All right, the confusion. Yep.
Proverbs 1 and 21. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, "How long, ye simple ones, we love simplicity."
Right, how long will you love simplicity? All right, and actually, can you give me Isaiah 6 and 9, Baba Kashah? Hold that, Baba Kashah. Because it's going to tell you how long, these Sodom children is going to love simplicity. How long are you going to be oblivious to what's going on around the earth, man? All right.
This is Isaiah 6 and verse 9. And he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not."
Yep. So you got Jacob out here, they're spiritually dead. They see us and they hear us, but they can't. The Most High has spiritually blocked their ears and eyes, man, from further receiving this precious truth. Okay, they're undesirables.
Isaiah 6 and 9, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears.
Yep, shut their eyes, yep.
And understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
Right, so these 2/3 niggas out here, man, they gonna love some fucking foolish and folliness, okay, until they see nukes in the sky, man. All right, but it's gonna be too damn late, because soon as it's gonna be famous of hearing the words of Yahweh Shemal Shai. All right.
I bring this out.
Yeah.
This is Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right, and it says my people. All right. My people, all right, and who is the Lord's people? The Israelites. And today they're being called so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, and they're destroyed for lack of knowledge. Okay, they're in mental captivity right now, man. If right now, if you were going to a so-called, not so-called but a Judite, that you ask him, "Hey, man, like, who are you?" He'd be like, "I'm black," or Puerto Rican. He'd be like, "Man, I'm Boricua." They don't know. All right.
It's not all Israel's Israel.
Exactly.
It says, Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right, and them rejecting, Yahweh Shema Shai's knowledge is them not, coming back to Yahweh Shema Shai through the prophets. All right, and that's why they scoff at us, when they walk past. That's why they flip us off and cuss at us. But guess what? The scriptures say, it says judgment and destruction is prepared for the
lift it up loud when these buses go by.
It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
I will also reject thee. All right, and right now we're seeing that right now, man. Okay, like right now there's a fucking target on Jake's back right now, man. A complete onslaught on Jake right now. By who? By Esau Edom through Yahweh Shema Shai.
The Slayer.
Right, the Slayer. The sword, man.
There's a Edomite heavy metal group called Slayer. I don't know if you brothers ever heard of it. There's a twisted ass group. They're called the Slayer. Then you got another Edomite group. They're called, what's it called? Avenge Sevenfold. Which that's what was told for Cain, if any man were to harm him. So Cain is out here again, slaying his brother Abel, which Abel came back ultimately in the reincarnation as who? Jacob.
Right.
Yaiqua, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, for the most part.
It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right. Hey, that's heavy. It says rejected. Who else was rejected? Esau. So ye of your father the devil, man. Right. If you don't have this knowledge, ye of your father the devil. So that proves that if you don't have this truth right now, you're rejected. Because we were rejected at one point. We didn't come out the womb and was given the truth and took heed. It was a long time before each individual walk that you got woken up.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
Right, forgotten the law of thy power. Forgot about Yahweh Shema Shai. Forgot about our heritage and customs. All right.
Forgot about being delivered out of Egypt.
Yep.
Forgot about making a covenant through Moses. Forgot about the priesthood that was established through the sons of Aaron and the Levites. Forgot about the continual feast for the Passover throughout the generations. We forgot about a lot of stuff, man. What's that Eminem? You forgot about Dre? No, we forgot about the Lord.
Right.
So this is why we through the spirit of sincerity, and humbleness, we're seeking him while he may be found, man.
Right.
This thing is very serious.
And where is he found? On the highways and byways. Starting off with the apostles and on down.
Yeah, and Esau ain't shit, claiming to be he's the pillar of truth and hope. We're supposed to go to him, for all the answers of what's going on in the earth. Right. But then you go to him and he tells you the laws are done away with. But in the Bible it tells you, make sure you do this throughout your generations.
And that's why
that's done away with.
Right, exactly. That's why it says never trust thine enemy.
Right.
Because why? Because Esau's word is fucking smoother than butter, man. It's fucking salted than oil.
Yeah, that little snake sat down hoping he was gonna get a bite, but the Lord got him out of here, man. Esau could tell, even though his spirit ain't upright, he could tell where he can be and where he can't be. He knew he couldn't be here. We ain't cuss him out, it was just the spirit. It's the spirit bringing it out. Because Esau has more power with a nigga sagging his pants and licking a fucking blackwood. Whatever it's called, black and mild.
Right.
But over here, he's like, I got no fangs over here.
It's not for him. He can't repent. So why would he even care about this?
Yeah, Jake said, listen to Future and fucking Triple X are easy targets for Esau, man. But a Jake with a Bible is one of the biggest threats. You see? Because you with a Bible and you're not claiming to be a American Christian, you're showing that you haven't been infiltrated.
Right.
So you got a hedge around you.
Yep.
So Esau sees that shit and he's trying to find a way to get in, man.
Exactly.
Demon.
Yep. That's why he says a great fear fell upon them.
Yep.
Because right now you have the Yahweh Shema Shai spiritual army, House David being built up.
Yep.
You have men across the four corners of the earth, Mexico, Suriname, et cetera, pushing this gospel of the kingdom.
From Mexico to Morocco.
Right, man. Even out there, Tanzania, Africa,
right.
Japan, Philippines, everything is being brought to life, man. All right, by Yahweh Shema Shai.
It says, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Right. I will also forget thy children. All right, and that's why in these latter times, you're gonna have a lot of Israelites during Jacob's trouble being put to death, man. Right now is a prelude to Jacob's trouble, because back and forth you have an Israelite, a fucking Israelite being put to death by Esau Edom. Okay, but soon that that judgment is going to increase. All right, but because it's not going to just be Esau Edom doing the business. It's going to be it's going to be creatures out here. There's going to be fucking people dying of famine. Okay, things are going to heighten, man. All right, from Yahweh Shema Shai.
And also the crafty council, because now you got them passed, I think, like a new Asian hate bill. So that proves Moab and Ammon are going to get in, which goes back to Psalms 83.
That's right.
Moab, Ammon, Ishmael. So it's us versus the world.
That's right.
And Jake don't know who the enemy is.
You know? And I believe during the LA riots, that 1992, you had Moab or like Ammon sniping Jake, right there from the top of their buildings.
Yep. From their store.
Yep.
To protect their store from looting, they killed the little Jake baby.
Yep.
They killed the little Jake baby and got away with it. You know. And all this, these unrighteous decrees for these other nations is, to keep the crafty council thriving, but it's also going to build up who shall rouse them up.
Right.
Because Jake is like, well, damn, where was the anti-me bill? So people are starting to see, and like they're saying now too, they're like, how come when it comes to a Jake, which they didn't say, but how come when it comes to a Jake, it's like shoot him down, or, there's mess ups, but when it's an Edomite, they handle it by the book.
Right.
So they're really starting to see like, yo, you're not for us, which we know that through the spirit. And it's like the Lord is slowly, doing the bird box with Jake. Remember, he was forcing her eyes open.
Yep.
So the Lord is, slowly but surely forcing Jake's eyes open because they're destroyed right now for lack of knowledge. So as they're slowly gaining knowledge back to who their enemy is, it's going to slowly start, raising them up like, man, up them, man.
That's right.
What
about us?
Well, then they're gonna be down the street having Michael Jackson playing black and white, right? That shit was a thumper, but he was in the spirit. They don't care about us.
Right.
So Jake gonna find out they don't care, man. The men are gonna start standing up.
That's right.
And then women are gonna have to get back in line because they're gonna start getting on the women too.
That's right.
Because
really, these Israelite women, they're not oppressed like the Israelite men. Like according to compared to let's say 10 Israelite men being shot and killed in the streets. This probably about one female Israelite being killed, man. All right. So the Israelite man is the most oppressed man here in the planet Earth, man. All right. Because really these bitches out here they have more rights than us, man. All right.
Yeah.
What's that term? Masculine toxicity.
Masculine.
Yeah, that bullshit, man.
Masculinity.
That was the Pops of the Bar, just did a video of that.
And that shit just fucking covered the earth, man. And that's why Jeremiah said through spirit prophet about Shema Shai, a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Like every fucking job you go to, there's a female manager. All right, they fucking police chief is a fucking female. A fucking ref. Every sport's a female. Everything is
judge.
Right, judge.
When I went to court, it was the woman. The judge was a woman, and she didn't know what she was doing.
Right.
Man.
She was all emotional and shit.
Yep.
Then, like, speaking as a man, of course, I can imagine, Esau doing some shit with Biden, and then having, what's that bitch named Kamala Harris coming into office and being the president. And like, if they at least do that, I won't be surprised at all, man.
Really gonna be the whore of Babylon.
Right.
Look at the BLM leaders.
Yeah.
What gender are they?
Yep.
Women.
And they're marksmen.
Yep.
Marxists and dubs.
Yep. And then within that, they're fucking witches. They admitted that they, that they go into that witchcraft shit, to further promote this whole BLM, movement, so to speak.
Yeah. So these black lives that are being put to death are being sacrificed.
Exactly. That's right.
Then you had Pelosi say, "Thank you, George, for your blood sacrifice."
Mm-hmm.
You see, so we're already in the purge. Just like in the movie The Purge, they always wanted to do what? They wanted to sacrifice.
Yep.
Thank you for your sacrifice. So right now, Esau is sacrificing Jake, then having rituals with the people marching, man.
Yep. And they said sacrifice to our new founding fathers, fathers meaning the what? The NWO, the fucking New World Order.
Yeah.
Then you got Tim Scott saying America's not racist, which his dumbass, I don't know if you brothers have seen it. He was on stage and he went to put his hand out, and it was like, I can't remember who it was, if it was Trump or Biden or fucking, what's the other one, the fake Jew? Bernie Sanders. It was one of them, and he was like, his big ass gums was hanging out, and he put his hand down and got deaded, man. Dumbass thing. He might be a tear too.
I can see that.
You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
As for my people, children are their oppressors. And who's the children? Esau, man. The base man. Okay, this nigga is an unfit ruler, man. All right? He's over us right now, man. Everything you see about his fucking laws, everything you see about the fucking so-called lifestyle, is fucking horrible, man. All right, living paycheck to paycheck, you know, being cramped up everywhere, man, in fucking apartments. That's oppression, man. And then within that, you have women over us. That's fucking oppression. It's more and more things we can speak about, but you know, listen, man, we can go all day about the oppression of Esau Edom.
Well, not only does he put women over us, but then he gives laws to protect her. So if you like bark on her because she's already deprived of wisdom and she's on your back, but you know how to do your job and she's trying to tell you how to do it a different way, and you bark on her, you know, it could be sexism.
Yeah.
You know, they call like sexism, or she's half naked and you look at her as sexual harassment.
Misogyny, some shit like that.
You know?
Yep.
Or male chauvinist, pig, they'll call you. See, Esau's a natural born cuck, so he gets off putting a woman up, you know, and empowering over him. But you know, we're gods that are dying like men, so really it ain't in our nature to do that, man. You know, it ain't in our nature to bow down to the woman. Our law tells you in the Exodus that you shall bow down to no other gods. So that whole marriage shit is completely wicked too, man. You know?
That's right.
It says, and women rule over them.
Boom, and women rule over them. Who? The Israelite man, mainly. Okay, because in prime example, you have fucking you have the main head in the household nowadays. The Israelite woman. You know, then you have them so-called raising young Israelite men, and they turn out fucking horrible, man. You know, they turn out to be fucking sodomites. You know, pedophiles, whatnot, man. All right, they cannot rule, man. That's why a woman, they need men over them.
That's why it says, mistress woman shall bring forth monsters.
Right, boom. Got precept even about the orders that say.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I was going to go to that.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
It says, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths.
Right, they which lead thee cause thee to err, destroy the way of thy paths. And who leads the so-called black Latino and American man today? All right, you have Jesse Jackson, you have fucking Tyler Perry. All right, you have niggas like MLK and Malcolm X, so on and so forth.
But now you got women.
Right. Yep.
Now it's women. We can't even use. Now you got right. You got Jada Pinkett talking about her daughter having more than one partner.
Cardi B.
Yep. You got your Cardi B's, your Nicki Minaj's. You got all these women, okay, that are in a very vile mindset, and they're being pushed and promoted as the thing to be.
Right.
It was a complete attack on you Jakes when they made Cardi B the Woman of the Year, man.
Exactly.
Esau's giving you bare minimum standards for your acceptance in life. You don't see that shit in the Asian community. Shit, you just had a Russian so-called influencer get arrested in like India or something. They don't play that in other places. This whole women shit, they don't play that outside America, man. Yep. It's only right here. And then they promote you fucking broad-shoulder nigga women's to push on top, man.
That's right.
You know? Whoopi Goldbergs and Oprahs and shit, man. It was the Tyras before. Yep. Then it was the Beyoncés. You know? It's time and time again Esau sets up leaders. What proves that is the Greeks would set up high priests. So it's nothing new. He's setting up, the leadership again.
Just like in the movie Back to the Future Part 2, every fucking ruler or like judge, like for example the cops, like they were all women. You know, like everything is fucking female, man.
Yeah.
It's like, was more than that?
I got another.
Okay.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know, I'll start up at 2. It reads, now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances.
Right, keep the ordinances.
Right.
All right, what's the Isaiah 24? The fucking Esau has fucking broke the covenants and the ordinances. Everything here is upside down, man. All right.
As I delivered them to you, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach,
Yep.
and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
Right, and that's order. You got Yahweh Shai, there's like man, all right, and then what's under the Israelite man? The woman, okay, because what's that? That's a rock. If a man gives the woman, he get a possession, you know. So you women belong to us, man. All right, you got to remember that that Eve she got deceived by that old serpent. All right, not Adam, but Adam, him going off, he took heed to Eve. Okay. The bitch got deceived first. She got deceived first, and she's still getting deceived to this day, man. You know? But you have more than
That was it.
All right. Yep.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
Right. How long would thou go about a backsliding daughter? Our daughters of who? Israel. You know?
For the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, had created a new thing in the earth.
Right. A new thing in the earth. All right.
A woman shall compass a man.
A woman shall compass a man. We see that every day, man. You be going to work. You know, every position is filled up by a fucking female, man. I remember like for example, at my job when I worked here like 3 years ago. All right, like the majority of staff it was men. Now 3 years later, they're all women. Now it's like 3 men inside the whole staff total, man. You know, and that's fucking crazy. Okay?
Yeah, I went to Walmart the other day to buy this little bench, and this little fucking this Lisa Leslie.
Thank you.
Yeah, she this bitch want to look just like a man. She looked like what's her name from Boys Don't Cry. She looked like the chick from Boys Don't Cry, and she was like, "Oh, you're gonna have to lift that. I can't lift that." Bitch, you work here.
Right.
What are you getting paid for? But you know, shit. That's why you gotta go watch that movie Unhinged, man.
Yeah.
With Russell Crowe, because this weak ass B word. She like when you be in the streets, people be tough with you behind the wheel. You know, whatever. But she was beeping and honking and flicking him off. He ruined her day, man. He fouled her. He killed a couple people in her family. And he basically tortured her mind, man. Yep. Because it was showing you, like, in the movie, like, there's going to come a time where people are going to snap with how women treat them. Like, these women are, they're beguiled because, well, Esau gives them, promotes them, shows in movies, Wonder Woman and Long Kiss Goodnight.
Captain.
Yeah, all this shit, right. So, you know, they see that and they get empowered, but then you come out in these streets, you're going to get overpowered, man. We're coming into that time. And that's why I like that movie Unhinged, because it shows you the reality that's going to hit. You know, you ain't just going to be able to drive up, honk your horn, and act tough to somebody. She didn't know that his ass just killed his ex-wife and her fucking adulterous lover the night before. Right. So he was having a bad day. And then all it took was a couple beeps, a couple flicks of the finger, and he was on her ass like white on rice, man. And she lost her fucking mind. And all he asked for was an apology.
And then on top of that, bro, she was late to work.
It was her fault.
So she was rushing like it was his fault.
And all these bitches do is blame everything on everyone else. You be with a woman, she'll do something like, yo, she'll be like, well, they never own up to shit. It's always what somebody else did why they did it. Right. Fuck these women, man.
That's right. And
the Lord got a Royal Rumble ass whooping coming for you, man. And I've been meditating on it through the spirit. One, Jake is a piece of shit. And two, the nigga woman is gonna get beat the fuck out of.
That's right.
That's reality, man.
Right, bro.
That's reality. You're the only woman out here with your stank titties out, your fucking rotten thighs, your bloated stomach, your pork grease-filled breath mouth, and the Lord is gonna shut that shit, man.
Ass hair.
And He's gonna shut your pimp daddy Esau too for promoting your ass, man.
Right.
Because he's your handler. So the Lord is gonna strangle you with that snake that beguiled your ass,
That's
man.
right. That's fucking right, bro. And that proves that these women, they don't have wisdom because they don't self-examine themselves. Like, oh shit, like was I wrong? Did I do him wrong? You know, and that proves that like they're fucking gone, man. They think that they have power over you. Like meanwhile, like you are not physically stronger enough. We can fucking not saying that we would, but we can choke you out and fucking hurt you. You know, but just like the brother said, man, hey man, these fucking females out here are gonna get a rude awakening soon, man. You know, Micah 7 and 10, man. they gonna get charged down the streets, you know, just like shit, man. All right. Thank you, Isaiah. Jeremiah. Oh.
This is Proverbs chapter 8.
I just had that.
And verse 1. Doth not wisdom cry,
Right.
and understanding put forth her voice?
Does not wisdom cry, all right? And a fucking understanding of forth her voice, man. We out here right now, man. With spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord willing, every Saturday, man. And the highways and byways not in the fucking building, man. All right? It gets to the point where, like, damn, like, nobody don't want to come up and listen. Now, of course, we got the elected seal, but you niggas not gonna stop by. All right, but that proves that you niggas are fucking undesirables, man. Okay?
Well, a lot of times Jake can stop by because some shit happened with their woman. Then we give them a couple scriptures and they go home and try to use that and still be with her.
Exactly.
You know? Fucking leave her ass alone, man. That's why Paul said, I speak not by commandment, but by permission, man. You know, you gotta grow in this truth to learn that, hey man, a woman is secondary, man. That's secondary. That shit ain't, you know, it's your choice that you be with her. It ain't her choice. You know, you're the prize. And that's the thing with our people, with our men, they don't have value of self. You know, they I got knowledge of self. Now, what about value of self?
Right.
You know?
Integrity.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Having the mind for your own.
Bro,
You know?
we're a royal priesthood. When you read Leviticus 21, do you know the priests, there was commandments of certain women they could deal with? It was only a virgin.
Yep.
They couldn't deal with a whore. I mean, I could get it just that one, but just that alone should like put you on a higher level. Like I remember I was watching Priest Danyala, and he was talking to Maharakah, and he said, do you know why I don't have these women problems? Because I'm a priest. So women know how to conduct themselves with me. And that's how you conduct yourself. Where a woman, she ain't gonna act like that with you. But it's all about what you're doing. What vibration are you pushing out when you're around a woman that she's acting like that with you?
Exactly.
I don't have no fucking ghetto fabulous woman around me. I don't play that shit, man. Cause why? We're a priesthood. We're through the spirit, we're prophets and we're priests.
That's right.
You gotta grow into your priesthood and the value of that. You know? Not just getting with every little, you know, piece of ass and a punk ass leggings.
Fucking cave, man.
Yeah.
You know? And they think that they're the prize. Not we the prize, man. All right. Israelite man is more precious than fine gold, man.
Yeah.
And elect Israelite man at that.
And on top of it, the Bible speaks about how the elect Israelite man is as known as a virgin. But here it is, you women ain't a virgin. So 1, you're used, 2, you're a possession. And 3, if I went to the store, I'd get the used product half off because it ain't new. So the women ain't even new. They're already used. They've been returned. You know what I mean? You got a makeshift warranty on you. You got all these problems. I'm supposed to pay full price?
These hoes
What the
refurbished.
fuck is wrong? They're refurbished. The fuck is wrong with you?
You can't just put makeup on and think that everything's all right. You have 3 kids. What, you know what I mean? And like, what man, like, even though, hey, you may, you know what I mean? But like coming into fucking reality, man, it's disgusting. That's adultery, man. And that's why we need Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You know, if we didn't have Yahweh Shai, if he didn't die for us, man, we'll all be dead.
Oh my God.
We'll all be dead, man. All right? Like the Proverbs.
Proverbs 8 and 1. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places,
Top of high places, the chief place of concourse, okay?
by the way, in the places of the paths. She cried at the gates, at the entry of the city.
Up the highways and byways, the main entrances, you know?
And coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men.
Unto you, O men, Israelite man, okay?
Unto you, O men, I call.
I call.
And my voice is to the sons of man.
My voice is to the sons of men, the Israelite men, okay? And the Bible clearly says that a woman is not liable to teach. All right, they're not able to teach unless you know.
Right. To back you up, there's no prophetess. Like none of you women are prophets. All right? Y'all are not a part of the 144,000. Y'all gonna be part of the 1/3 if you continue, like it says in Timothy. If you continue with sobriety, you know, if you're doing right by that man of the Lord. All right, but we're the prophets. We're the prize. The Heavenly Father is dealing with us. The way you women are going to get saved is through a man of the Lord. That's it.
That's right. Let's take Esdras 2 and 42. Because in Esdras states says the men that stood so stiffly for the Lord, not women. You know, and I expect to speak about women today through the Spirit. You know, hey, man, it's all the Holy Spirit, man.
You want to get to the point?
You can start from the top for you, too.
Okay. This is, and I want to say real quick, too, to anybody watching, you know, we understand that a woman should be saved, you know, through a man, but we aren't out here using that as a cloak to get with women either.
Exactly.
Now, you can be saved through me. You know what I'm saying? But we understand, like, if you with a woman, in our mind, it's like, yo, you better act right. Because, hey, I don't got to be with you to be delivered.
Right.
It's your lot to be with me because we have the biggest job. We got to stand out here. We got to be on the housetop. We got to do lessons. We got to fast. We got to read. We got to pray. You just got to sit your ass fucking down.
Take care of the household and the children.
You ain't got shit you got to do except please me. I'm the one that's got to please the Lord. You please the Lord by pleasing me. All that extra shit, you know, you're going to get your ass hemmed up.
And that's one thing too. They always say, "I don't need it, man. I'm independent. I got God on my side."
Well, independently be destroyed.
Right? Exactly. You know, but guess what? God set up the order. You know,
God said, "Girl, this is what God said."
They always say, "God spoke to me this morning."
God, right? I prophesied. But then if a black Christian James Brown pastor started tip tapping, she'd believe that shit. You can't teach. And he started singing, she'll believe that shit, man. But let me read it.
He was easily beguiled.
Yeah, but not by righteousness.
Right.
She ain't beguiled in righteousness. She beguiled in wickedness. Well, all right. That's why her ass is always getting up that tax money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is 2nd Ezra 2 and 42.
And right here in the book of 2nd Esdras, if you don't know, this is a vision of the prophet Esdras seeing a vision of the graduation, you know, so to speak, of the elect, okay, of the crowning ceremony of the elect being crowned by Yahushua.
Right.
And they're all men, Israelite men.
Yeah. 2nd Ezra 2 and 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people,
A great people
whom I could not number.
whom I could not number, because why? Because you have the multitude. Okay, you're gonna have the elect looking like, you know, Moabites, looking like Ammonites, Elamites. Okay, because you're gonna have the Yahweh Shema Shai deliver the elect, amongst these nations. You know, it says that in the book of Isaiah, 11th chapter.
Bro, when I first came in, this Israelite woman, she bugged out because I told her that Jake's among the Polish people. So that show you right there that the normal mindset of our women, they get offended that we have Israelite foreigner brothers and sisters.
Right.
So you got sincere sisters that may look white, that you got wicked Israelite women that'll get mad. Like, bro, that's an Israelite. What you want to do? You know, worry about your own household, man.
Right.
You know?
Look at Blake Griffin's son. If you would look at him first glance, that's he said, oh, that's an Edomite. But no, his son he's a fucking Israelite, because Blake Griffin's father is a so-called Haitian, and he's darker than me.
That's right. It's all about that seed line, man. That's why when you go to Numbers 1 and 18, it says the pedigrees of thy fathers. If you look up that word pedigree, it means to show lineage.
That's right.
So you trace your lineage through your forefathers, man. So if the forefather goes back to an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, it doesn't matter how they look. That child will be an Israelite. Another thing you have to understand is the part about curse was to be scattered.